So the fact that you live in a car, if at night, let's say you want to go to a restroom or use a restroom,
Yeah.
where what do you
Well, I have a very fine digging tool, okay?
do? Okay.
And I can show it to you. But it's, I dig what is called a cat hole. And I learned that term when I was on the Appalachian Trail,
Mhm.
that you dig a cat hole and you can, you can even buy the little plastic scoop thingies or whatever. Uh, but you must bury your waste so that you leave no trace. LNT, leave no trace.
Right. Now
That's essential.
speaking of leaving no trace, I noticed when you park in a certain spot, you will then collect trash, unfortunately left behind by previous
Others, yes.
campers or others.
Right.
Um, so you do that. I noticed. That's a very.
I have to. I mean, if I like a spot, if it's beautiful otherwise, and I look around me, I think, oh man, I can't stand to look at these bits of trash. So I get out a Walmart bag, empty one,
Yeah.
and I go around and I pick up the bottles and cans and the plastic and anything that's white in particular.
Right.
Because I got to clear my spot. And
Uh-huh,
some of the
uh-huh.
spots that I've cleared up and everything, and I've take off, go into the city for a while, then I come back 2 or 3 days later and I see more trash that someone else has come out. Oh, gee.
So, folks, if you were to camp wherever, just don't leave trash behind. Just clean up your own trash.
That's
Okay,
right.
it's a good thing to do. Is there anything else you add to this? Want to add to this lifestyle? If somebody wants to do this, right?
Yeah.
How would they start? I mean, a lot of people like never ventured out to the wood or in like say BLM land or. They would be concerned, right? Like where
Well,
they sleep, where they park, and
Yeah, I would recommend that they, depending on what vehicle that they already have, just go out, go camping some, find out if you're comfortable overnight, in your own vehicle. Can you lean your driver's seat back and can you sleep in your driver's seat? Or are you smaller, depending on the size of your vehicle, what it has, can you crawl into the back seat or whatever, and can you stretch out enough to get a good night's rest? And in a sedan, it's harder, so that's why I wound up totally removing my front passenger seat and my back seat, and I built a bunk inside my car. Now, not everyone can do that. I'm quite rare in using a sedan, a 4-door sedan. Most of my friends, like yourself, have a van with much more space, or maybe a pickup truck with a camper on the back, so forth. So, but I just love it. I at night, when I'm ready to call it a night, I switch from my driver's seat. I take everything off my bunk and put it in the driver's seat, and then I stretch out in my bunk. And the next day, if I need to drive, then I move everything back onto my bunk, and that way I can get in my driver's seat and take off.
So, do you cook?
I cook a fair amount. Yes, I have staples in my car: peanut butter, jelly, bread, etc. But I have an 8-inch cast iron skillet. I love to make scramble up some eggs and make skillet toast. I have a little bitty alcohol stove, and I can squirt some alcohol in it and light it, and I can brew my coffee within about 8 minutes total, something like that.
What kind of alcohol is this?
It's denatured alcohol, and there's a brand of gasoline additive. It's called Heat, H-E-E-T. That's in a yellow bottle. It's the same stuff. That's what I use.
So it's not vodka or Jim Beam?
No.
Okay.
Well, technically, if it will flame, like what do they do with those baked Alaskas? When they light it and it has a flame, that potentially could heat up your coffee or whatever. But this demethanized, that's the wrong word. But anyway, the alcohol that I use is denatured alcohol is much cleaner and much more efficient.
Right. So earlier you mentioned about digging a cat hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's provided that you're boondocking somewhere out in the desert, like here,
Right,
for example.
right.
What if at night you're Cracker Barrel or Walmart or?
Well,
Um,
here's the deal. I've already checked. I've got my phone, and the night, if I'm at a Cracker Barrel, I'm usually within range of a McDonald's. McDonald's almost always, most of them are open at 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. I should say. And so I will wake up, get over into my driver's seat. I have to defrost my windshield if it's cold, and then I'll drive from Cracker Barrel over to McDonald's. So I can go inside, I can use the restroom, I can get coffee, and I get a snack or whatever. But like out here, I bring my own snack, I brew my own coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love it. It's not for everybody. I'm not saying everybody, hey, follow my example. No, because it's not for everybody. Particularly in a sedan.
Tell us about your experience. You were saying you talked to a person, a man somewhere, that as soon as he heard that you live in a car, he offered to give you some money. And,
yeah. I was not far away. I was at the laundromat, and this guy pulled up right next to me, and he got out, and I was talking, and somehow it came up, and he looked, and he says, he saw that at my plates say Texas and everything, so we got to talking, and he noticed, he kind of looked inside my car and could see that there was a whole bunch of packages and bags and whatever instead of seats. So we got to talking, and he says, well, he says, I really like your lifestyle. Let me assist you a little bit. And he pulls a $10 bill out of his pocket. I think it was a 10, or maybe it was a 20. I think it was a 10. It doesn't matter. And he says, here, let me. I said, oh no. I said, I don't need that. I said, I'm doing just fine. He says, well, I understand. He about to put it back, and then we conversed a little bit more. And as we were finishing, he says, here, take this money anyway. So I said, okay. So I took it. And that was nice. He knew that I didn't need it, but it was his joy. And I've learned, if someone offers you something, you should accept it with pleasure, because it helps them to feel good about themselves.
Right.
So.
Now speaking of money, living in this lifestyle, how are you doing? As far as incomes and
here in 2008, when the recession, I should say, hit, I wound up. I was still doing photography and everything, but my finances were not good. I went ahead, I was 62, I went ahead and signed up for Social Security income. So I began that. And then up through 2016, I was gainfully employed from time to time by my sororities and miscellaneous other stuff, mostly the sororities. But after they quit, and I downsized even further, and I got to the point where my friends and my family know that I don't own much, I don't have much. But for about 10 years now, I've been absolutely debt-free. I owe nobody anything. So I am able, because I've downsized, and fortunately I don't smoke, and I love nature. What I prefer to do is usually free. So I don't spend much money. I've spent 2 winters in Kissimmee, Orlando, Florida, right next to all those theme parks, and I've never had the desire to go and visit Walt Disney World or whatever they are there, because it's very expensive. Now a lot of people love that, but not me. So that's good that I don't feel the need to spend money on expensive stuff.
Right.
So
that's an interesting lifestyle.
It's doable.
Yeah, interesting lifestyle, huh?
Yeah.
Well, folks, if you are interested in doing this lifestyle, like Dean was saying, you can start it out part-time and either remove the car seat or seats, if you have a van, remove, and then just do it part-time. Just test it out, feel it out, and it's nice. It's nice. I like it. I now, having lived in the van myself for a year and a half, and I do like it very much. I like the fact that one day you're here, like right now we're in BLM land in the Arizona state land, right? And the next day you can be by the ocean somewhere.
That's right.
If you want to. Again, this is life, on 4 wheels. So just once you are behind the steering wheel, once you are on the road, sometimes there's no destination, right? It's just,
That's right.
In mind. And
Sometimes
no
you're
destination in mind.
going this way, and you see a sign that says something's going that way. Oh,
Yeah.
I think I'll turn that way. I want to check that out. That's wonderfully